one Zealot. Nony's going to have a hard time microing against this, essentially, because David Kim can keep using these in combination. Looks like he's throwing in the Zerglings as well. And Nony's got to keep chasing them. He needs to keep doing focus damage, because you can see they actually not regenerating. Maybe they changed this. They used to generate hit points rather rapidly, but it looks like they've actually adjusted it to more of a tanky unit. I almost wonder if David Kim is now using roaches in their old capacity, which is kind of the retreat and regenerate unit. It looks like now they just have more set hit points. So Nony actually able to run it down. He's taken some damage on the Zealots, but he still has a lot of Zealots to spare. Probably going to not test that natural secondary with that observer, checking out that spine crawler there. He's getting all sorts of information. The other kind of advantage now for Protoss with that observer is the observer is cloaked. Nony doesn't have to pull that out for quite some time, because that Overlord isn't going to have detection for quite some time. And it looks like David Kim hiding that spire behind his natural expansion. Let me get a good look at Nony's first-person view here, and you can see with that observer, he's seeing the Roach Warren, he's seeing the additional gas. I think it doesn't look like he saw any additional gas being placed to that natural secondary, but taking a look here, let's see if he sees that spire and is going to react to it. And it looks like, unfortunately for Nony, he's not going to get a good look at that spire located right there at all. So, and I think he's thinking he's seeing the entire story here. The layer just popping, the layer popping a while ago, the spire about halfway finished, and yeah, this is actually disastrous for Nony, because I think he's already got a lot of Zealots on the field. I think he would have gone with Stalkers had he realized that there's the Mutalisks coming, and he's going to continue to produce these Zealots and probably get a Colossus to kind of support this, and again, try to go for that high ground advantage. Looks like he's already getting that charge research, so those Zealots to be more effective. Also getting a Templar Archives, interestingly enough, and I'm kind of curious if he's going to follow this up with some High Templar to do some of that group storming, perhaps thinking there's more roaches along the way, or perhaps thinking that there might be banglings somewhere in the near future. Meantime, David Kim, he's got that queen just sitting, doing a good job of keeping the spawn larvae there, getting a lot of larvae. He's pumping the additional gas, and he's going to have Mutalisks, and a lot of Mutalisks, and Nony's not going to have a lot to deal with it. His best bet is to run in and try to eliminate David Kim before those Mutalisks are really in play, and honestly, David Kim's going to have them before not too long, and yeah, it doesn't look like Nony's going to have a lot to deal with it. David Kim also seeing all this tech in the background with that Overlord, checking absolutely everything out, and yeah, that's just unfortunate. A couple more roaches have been produced to provide some defense on the front door in combination with that spine crawler, that queen, and some of those Zerglings. And the Mutalisk to come, I do believe David Kim should come out of this pretty solid, but you never know. Nony, a very good player, he still might be able to pull this out. He's going to have that Colossus just now, and he will have a slight window of opportunity while these Mutalisks basically are not spawned to kind of run in and get some damage done. Or what he might be able to pull is if David Kim gets a little too aggressive, brings those Mutalisks to kind of a bad location, he might get a couple free hits, might be able to slow the economy down, might be able to get some sort of defense up before David Kim's able to swing back around and kill all of his units here. But it looks like the first four Mutalisks running out in the fields, the Colossus moving a little bit forward, kind of looks like dodging the Mutalisks as they're coming in, and right now, yeah, Nony has absolutely nothing to defend against these Mutalisks. He's going to end up losing his entire Nexus. His best bet is just to go with an all-in attack with these Colossus, with these Zealots right on that natural expansion. He's not going to be able to stop it with these Mutalisks. Looks like he is turning to do so, but yeah, his main completely exposed, so it looks like David Kim with a big advantage there, but David Kim does have to fight off the rest of these troops. He might lose the queen in the meantime, but he'll still probably come out with the victory here. Looks like he's going to run up, and these roaches, again, very good units against Zealots, but that charge now running in, getting a very quick surround on that spine crawler, and those Colossus going absolute work on those roaches. The roaches actually not able to get out, getting mostly surrounded, and with that Colossus to support, they're just getting absolutely fried alive. Looks like one Zealot on the natural secondary. They're going to be able to take that natural secondary out, so Nony doing some damage here, and the Mutalisk still not coming home. It looks like they're still sitting, okay, now finally coming back. But Nony has an opportunity here to basically wipe David Kim out, do as much damage as he possibly can. Looks like he's focusing a little bit on gas. I think he actually might want to focus on that hatchery. He has some Zealots wandering around here at the natural expansion. Looks like they're going to focus on that hatchery while the two Mutalisks try to stop this attack from above. Another Colossus in here, and it looks like David Kim's trying to focus on the Colossus. I actually think he might be better off focusing on the Zealots, who are doing more damage a little bit faster, I'm pretty sure here, just because of their numbers. I'm not sure they have glaives actually in StarCraft 2, but currently the Colossus trying to work that natural secondary down, able to kill a lot of those drones, most of the drones taken out, still working. Second Colossus down, that hatchery just about finished, and there the hatchery is completely wiped out. Looks like David Kim has lost actually both bases, but he still has Mutalisks in the air, and Nony still has nothing to defend himself but these 4 Stalkers, so he needs to really preserve these Stalkers. If he can somehow hold out, he will end up winning this match, because David Kim's economy is completely gone. It doesn't look like he can actually continue and build an additional hatchery. Nony might actually take this match if he can just provide some degree of defense, and it looks like the Mutalisk is moving in. He doesn't look like he has enough Stalkers, though. He needs to pick them off one by one, trying to focus that single Mutalisk down, and unfortunately it looks like his Stalker's chasing it and getting drawn into some additional fire. He doesn't have enough gateways. He doesn't have a forge. It doesn't look like he has enough to really defend against this, and I don't think he can produce any units out of this robotics facility that are really going to help him. The Stalker's getting wiped out, the gateways are going to get wiped out, and it looks like David Kim is going to be able to turn around with the victory from the jaws of defeat. The drone's even coming in to provide some of this attack action, and David Kim able to escape with a victory, just barely, very, very close there. Nony continues to try to get a couple Stalkers out in the field, but it's just not going to be enough. There's going to be too many Mutalisks overhead, but actually needs to be very careful. Very good match. Nony almost coming away with the victory, and I hope you guys enjoyed the first StarCraft 2 commentary. A very good match to start it off. I'll try to provide as many of these as I can for you, and hopefully I'll work out the sign. Actually, StarCraft 2 hijacks my mic when going in, so I'm not sure if I'm able to capture all the background sound, but that's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Special thanks to Nony and, of course, David Kim, and yeah, check out the beta. Look forward to StarCraft 2. Thanks for listening.